This is No Frills ASMR. I thought I would show you my oldest favorite Christmas album and my newest favorite Christmas album. And also clean the old one a little bit because it's dirty. So I'll set this one aside and we'll start with this is the Elvis Christmas album. And what's fun about this one is that it has a whole booklet, you know, how albums do, with all the pictures of Elvis having a good old time. And here he is with his red coat, and he has a white shirt with the collar popped. And it's really like a cool picture, the blue and the red all together. And he's just looking like swagger. Now, this album came out, and this is an original copy from the 1950s. I'll have to look on the album and see the exact date. But this was my mom's original album from the 50s. So I had it, you know, it was hers, but it was in our house growing up. And every year on December 16th was my birthday, we would go out and get a Christmas tree and decorate it and decorate the house. And I'd always pull this record album out and play it. And it was like the official start of Christmas. So here's Elvis with the MGM chair he's sitting on because he was filming probably Jailhouse Rock. And here he is in his prison uniform recording. It says Elvis Presley's third motion picture, Jailhouse Rock, in Avon. I bet that's Avon Cosmetics. Anyway, production for MGM comes at the height of the phenomenal singer star's career. All songs in Jailhouse Rock are available on RCA Records. We have to move my plant so we can see the whole thing. And so there's another picture of him smiling. It looks a little awkward there. That doesn't quite look like him. So, and then here are some very posed pictures. I wonder what this watch is. I'm sure it's probably like a Rolex, but I can't tell from the picture. And he's wearing some kind of ring that is all bejeweled. And he's got the little snarl. I tell you, Lisa Marie Presley, she looked just like him. Like her eyes look so much like him. And here he is in sort of a tweed jacket. And he's still wearing that ring. I don't know what that ring is. There's a pretty looking picture with a bright, teal kind of color green background. And he's wearing a blue silk shirt. It looks like that kind of matches his, actually that looks really nice. They match his eyes almost perfectly. And then just all these sort of vanity shots or whatever you want to call them. This one I remember staring at a lot when I was younger, a teenager. I had a real crush on Elvis. I thought he was so cute just from these pictures, honestly, because there wasn't streaming or anything back then. You couldn't just see video of Elvis regularly. So you'd listen to the music and look at the pictures. Excuse me. There's another picture of him leaning back. And then they show all his other LPs. LP stands for long play. And then 45 EPs. And they show this one's kind of a famous one, wasn't it? I forget what that one's called. But The Real Elvis, Any Way You Want Me, Love Me Tender, Peace in the Valley, which Peace in the Valley on the newer versions of the Christmas album, that song is sometimes on it. They kind of added songs because this is the 50s publication of the album or printing or whatever you want to call it, pressing. But in the 70s, they reissued it and they added Peace in the Valley. I feel like my dad had a 8-track tape version that had the song In the Ghetto on it. Maybe. So they added some other songs, I think. Loving You. That one doesn't say what song it is. Strictly Elvis. That looks like an oldie. Elvis Presley, Heartbreak Hotel. Love that song. Jailhouse Rock. All Shook Up. Don't Be Cruel and Hound Dog. Loving You. Love Me Tender. Playing for Keeps and Too Much. And then Love Me Tender and Any Way You Want Me. All right, so let's see what's on the back of that picture. All right, let's take this album out. Now, I have other copies of this that are newer, so I haven't really pulled this one out. And I think it was at my dad's farm, which gets a little dirty. Not at their main house, at the farm. So I'm going to try to clean it off because I'm pretty sure when I checked it, it was real dirty. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. Let me move this. Hold on. Let me grab. I need something to set it on. I almost fell over. Okay, we'll just set it on this real quick. Just so it's not on the hard surface here. And then I have this Lux Record cleaning fluid. Now, a lot of times I do this while it's on the player and it's spinning, and then you can just let this kind of spin around. But I want to do it on here, so. And I'm not saying this is the right way to do it. I know when I've kind of cleaned albums before, audiophiles have gotten mad at me, but it works all right for me. These aren't priceless. Oh, this album, actually. And I also have this, which is kind of a dust getter. Oops, sorry. That was loud. Oh my gosh. All right, that actually looks pretty good. Let's see this side. Oof. I can see like crud. Let's hit those spots for sure. Let that sit for a sec. But I have to say, even in its dirty condition, I spun it and it sounds great. Actually, I'm surprised. I was like really surprised how good it sounds. Now I have a nice, record player with a good needle. So it does sort of ignore. It doesn't bounce over stuff too much. It's got a pretty good way of playing, if that makes any sense. All right. Looks not too shabby. So I think I'm going to replace this old paper. I mean, I'll hang on to it, and put the album in this. It's called Hudson Hi-Fi Archival Quality Anti-Static Record Sleeve. I bought a whole bunch of these. I forget if I bought it on Discogs or where, but they just kind of help. Still a little damp, I think. Hold on. Let's give that a second to dry off. Keep static and stuff off the album so you don't get dust stuck to it. Huh. Now I have the song Peace in the Valley stuck in my head. Elvis sang a lot of gospel. He was really into gospel music. For a while, my mom had, I think it's called Sirius Radio, or maybe I don't know. It's one of those like you get with your car for a year for free when you get a new car. But she had a station that was like all Elvis all the time. And it was unbelievable how much content was on that. Like, you'd think, oh, what are they going to play? The same 12 songs over and over? No, no. He recorded so much stuff just sitting around with his, what did they call themselves? I forget right now. It's like not gang and not, it's like more mob related. What's the word? It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, he had the group of guys that he was always with. And, it's bugging me. I can't think of the word. But they recorded just so much stuff. It's really wild. Oh, I forgot. I was going to look at the date. Hold on. The album usually has the date on it. It is, it says, that's funny. I don't see it. It says Elvis Christmas album, Oh Little Town of Bethlehem. See, one side is more like the religious songs, and the other side's more not religious. All words are leaving my head today. Sorry. I know that's frustrating for people. Anyway, Oh Little Town of Bethlehem, Silent Night, There Will Be Peace in the Valley. Oh, that is on this one. I Believe, Take My Hand, Precious Lord, It's No Secret. Okay. So that's the kind of more religious side. And then on this side it says Santa Claus is back in town. White Christmas. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes. I'll be home for Christmas. Blue Christmas. Santa, bring my baby back to me, which I love. I love that. Okay. So I have not figured out what year, but you could look it up. It was like 54 or 58. I forget. It probably says somewhere. So we will pop this in here, and I'm going to listen to it as soon as I'm done recording, I think. But it's fun. There are a lot of fun songs on there. Hold on. I just knocked something on the floor. I'm trying to stuff too much in here, I think. Maybe this paper slaves too much to try to put in there. Okay. So there's that album, and that's a goodie, and probably was my very first album, Christmas, that I listened to. Maybe my first album. Carole King, Really Rosie was probably the first, but now this one I just purchased. This album I have actually purchased probably 5 times. And the first 4 times, maybe not 4, maybe 3, but stupidly, I kept trying with Amazon because they have it on Amazon. And every time the album showed up completely warped, like really warped. And I may have even done a video where I showed it to you. And the albums were either like a clear red or a clear green. So they looked really cool, but they were just so warped that the songs didn't sound good. And I was like so disappointed. So this is the Christmas album by JD McPherson. And he is like a very good guitar player, singer, songwriter, current day. And I went to one of his shows recently, and it was really fun, really good. I think I've seen him now 4 times. And this album's called Socks. And it has this cute cartoon with this boy looking very disappointed about getting a box full of socks. But when I was at the show, I went ahead and bought the album because I was like, well, hopefully it won't be warped. And guess what? It's not. But I'll show you the album in 1 second. I want to show you something first. So here, I can't recommend this album enough. If you're a lover of Christmas music and you're looking for something that's original, these are all original Christmas songs. Like none of them, I don't think, no, none of them are, covers. They're all original and they're good. Like there is not, this is all killer, no filler. There is not a bad song on here. I'll just read you. Well, maybe not. I'll show you. Okay, so here's the kid on the back. He's wearing like his leather jacket, but he's got his little bunny slippers on. He's so cute. All right, let me show you this. It comes with, and you know I love this, sing along with socks. How cute is this? So you can listen to the album and sing along with the words, or if you have kids, it's fun. They can read along what the words are. And they're all, you know, kid-friendly. Kid-friendly enough. And this one's All the Gifts I Need. Which is really about how just having his girl with him is all the gifts he needs. And this one's about, he's a bad, bad kid. That's about the kid on the front, probably. This one's great. Hey, Skinny Santa. And it's all about Santa's too skinny. He's a 32 waistline. And they talk about, it's really great because they talk about the different cities where he needs to go eat. But they do a really good job of actually using, like, I'll just read you. Okay. First stop, we got to get to Chicago. The secret to the pizza there is in the dough. Italian beef with Darnie hot and sweet. I think that's how you say that. I know that. It's those peppers. Pop Polish sausage on Maxwell Street. Windy City poppin' corn with caramel and cheese. Adds a couple notches to his belt with ease. And then they go to New Orleans. And like they say, a pot of crawfish etouffee, andouille and jambalaya. Santa don't stop. A fried oyster po' boy and a nice laganiap. I don't even know what that is. Something French. Fill him up with beignets and a box of pralines. We'll get his red britches busting at the seams. And then they go to Memphis, where they have barbecue, biscuits, grits, and gravy, chow chow too, fried green tomato for the reindeer crew. I just think it's so cute. So the whole song is about fattening up Santa until he gets to be fed enough. It's cute. And these are all like kind of rock and roll fun. You know, they're not slow songs. And then Socks, which is the name of the album, is about getting socks for Christmas. And how it kind of stinks. Not everybody. I know somebody who loves socks. One of the ASMR channels, Kimosin ASMR, she always talks about loving socks, which is funny. I think of her when I hear that song. Every single Christmas. Oh yeah, this is just like a sweet song about every single Christmas I just fall in love. It's just sort of a sweet song. This song's about your mom making you wear an ugly sweater every year at Christmas. This is about dating 4 different girls during Christmas time. And their names are Holly, Carol, Candy, and Joy. And it's just kind of a little innuendo in there maybe, but it's not too bad. Santa's Got a Mean Machine is about, you know, Santa having a cool ride. What's That Sound is the sound of Christmas cheer. Yeah, just the sound of Christmas time and all the different sounds you hear around Christmas. Claus versus Claus is basically Mrs. Claus and Santa getting on each other's nerves, getting ready for Christmas to the point where they're like, I'm so sick of this, you know. But then on Christmas Eve, they're like, oh, it was all worth it. Twinkle Little Christmas Lights. Yeah, that's just about twinkling Christmas lights. So it's a great album, but I want to show you, and I love that it has the words like that, but I got to show you this because this is cool. I love it so much. All right, you ready? That's what the album looks like, and it's thick. It is like hefty thick. And look, it has the picture of the kid and the socks on the album, and then the back. It's the back side of it. How cute is it? I love it so much. And this album is not warped in the slightest. It's beautiful and thick. I wonder if after the first pressings they were like, we got to make our albums thicker so they don't get warped. I don't know. but it sounds great on my record player, and I'm just so happy with it. So happy. What do I have? Hold on. Do I need to replace this? Let me look. No, look, this, see, they even have a nice, that's anti-static stuff there. So they even put a really nice cover in here. And this album at the show was $30. I probably could have waited around and had him like sign it or something, but I don't care about that kind of thing, so I bought it before. Oh yeah, I think you can order this on this New West Records if you don't go to a show, but I tell you, if you like a fun Christmas thing, I advise going to the show. It's fun. He has a, upright bass player who also plays regularly. He has the cool drummer. He has a keyboardist. And then he plays guitar like he's a good guitar player and singer. But then also he has a second, I don't know, rhythm guitar, but they both play lead guitar. I don't know. And that guy helps write a lot of the music. Like he wrote the one about all the cities and what Santa needs to eat. I can't remember his name, but he's so good. Like the whole thing's so good. It's like a ton of really talented musicians. I think they're out of maybe originally Chicago, but now they live in Nashville, I think. And when I told you guys about the Dwayne Eddy concert, not memorial, but like celebration of Dwayne Eddy at the Grand Ole Opry, JD McPherson was one of the people who played at that too. So yeah, I totally recommend both of these albums. And I have more Christmas album recommendations, but for today we'll just stick with these two. The Elvis Christmas album and Socks by JD McPherson. McPherson. I say McPherson, but I guess it's McPherson. McPherson. Sounds Scottish, maybe. All right. This just looks kind of dusty. Give it a little wipe off. It's been sitting on a shelf at Dad's farm for too long. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon. I wish I could play the songs for you, but I think that's not allowed. You'll have to go look them up. Maybe I could put a clip of him playing. I took video at the show. Socks. I just love the cartoon. I think it's so cute. He's so funny. With his pink bunny slippers and his leather jacket. Stereo full spectrum sound. What does this say? A new orthophonic high fidelity recording RCA Victor, plus an album of new full color photos. Can you imagine back in the 50s when you couldn't see pictures of Elvis everywhere to get this and be able to look at all those pictures? Must have been like, wow. It's crazy the way the young girls acted back then. It was like they would have seizures just seeing somebody. It was like, it's hard to imagine. But I guess if you never really saw what they looked like, hardly, and then you see them live, it must have been like having a heart attack. You couldn't just go watch videos or whatever. They wouldn't come on TV, and if they did come on TV, it would be black and white. So to see them